So lately I've been getting into solos versus trios, and I'm having tons of fun getting into the boss lair and then proving myself against waves and waves of enemies. It's a welcome change of pace for me to playing with randoms because it gives me the freedom to go wherever I want and do whatever I like without having to trouble any of my teammates with my endeavors. And you know, even though there are some really nice people out there playing this game, as long as the antidote shot doesn't help against toxic teammates, there's also that. So I present to you the game where I broke my own recent personal record of 6 kills by almost doubling it to 11. It's a good example of how you can use a building or a compound to your advantage as a solo and come out on top no matter how many enemies throw themselves at you. Because I have gotten all these kills from inside my cozy little boss lair. Some might call it camping, I call it playing the objective. So let's go! We're going with pretty much the same loadout as last time. We've got a rifle for that nice 1-2 punch, a conversion pistol for some range, tomahawks for armoreds and horses, concertina traps for the enemy, bit shots for me, a sticky bomb for the boss, and a stamina shot so we keep being quick and nimble. So let me save you some time by skipping the traveling parts. The first clue is telling me that the boss is either at Port Rico or at Scupper Lake. If you want to know how to predict the boss location with the first clue, I made a short video about it. You should check it out after this video. It's kind of a tough choice to choose where I want to go next, since both compounds are about the same distance from me. So I check first if I see any movement and then decide to go to Port Rico, because if there would be enemies at Scupper Lake, I would have seen or heard them by now. And the second clue actually tells me that the boss is hiding very quietly, actually here in Port Rico. So before I start working on the boss, I'm convincing the simulator to roam the area around the compound and call me if any enemies approach. Thank you, Imo! Next, I'm hammering down on the boss, stepping outside each time it enrages, and constantly checking the boss indicator if I'm alone. After killing the boss, it's time to place my traps. I find that this gate is where enemies often enter the compound, and it's a great choice this time around as well, because that's the direction the enemies will be coming from. For the second trap, I want to be a little less obvious and place it a few steps away from the door frame, so it's not that visible. And now it's time to wait. I'm taking my time with the first scan since I don't hear any enemies around. But there are birds triggered in the distance. More birds. And we have a solo blocking our exit. And even more birds. The enemies on the other side are getting closer. And birds again. I'm starting to think they don't really like birds. And I'm gonna teach them a lesson once they get here. My immolator guy is still checking the perimeter. Yeah, trios are not really that sneaky when moving around the map. It's just another advantage you as a solo have over them. They triggered birds 5 times by now, and if I had a rifle, I could peek out the window and intercept them. They're pushing up from the west now. One is really close to me. The other one is still in the water. I know there are stairs mirroring mine on the other side of this wall. So I try my luck as soon as I can hear him on the other side, but I missed. Time to dodge some consumables. Such a great spot for a trap, didn't I tell you? But it's okay, nothing lost. A dodge here, a dodge there. And the solo is offering his help from afar. So they triggered my concertina with dynamite, but that's okay. It just means that it's one more entrance that is closed off. I'm trying to see if I have an angle here, but there's no reason for them to push on this side of the compound, really. And the sneaky guy stole the second bounty token, but that's okay, since I can only carry one of them anyway. Is he really working on my concertina wire while I'm in here with the shotgun? Yes, he is. And he's dead. Pretty brave, but still dead. This is a great door. It gives me the opportunity to cover the necro revive and also look through the cracks, because I can hear her and see her on the other side. Ooh, I was close. Got a little bit lucky there. And now it's only one of them remaining. I kinda need to kill her here before she gets around to reviving any of her teammates. But at the same time, I don't want to get a headshot here, because that would be the end for me. I'm taking a look at what the other bounty team is doing, and it looks like they will be joining our party soon. She's definitely going for the revive here. I'm seeing the hole in the roof too late, but actually it's not a hole, as you can see. So she got the revive, which is okay as well, because that's one more person we can kill again. Now one of them is looking for an angle to spot me. It sounds like she's so close to coming into the picture. So Gatorman is still dead next to me, but they have a necro up. Oh, that's not good. Or is it? Another revive, another kill. And we have more enemies approaching from the west, sandwiching the first team that arrived here. This is the other bounty team, so they will kind of know what's going on once they scan. I'm kind of sad they're stealing my kills, but at the same time they're bringing new targets to the area. And that sounded like they got Gatorman back up again. Poor guy must be really frustrated. But I gotta give props to him for staying in this. I've had random teammates leaving instantly as soon as they got killed once. Nice. She hasn't been downed yet. I kinda have to cover her now, because the other person of the team has the necro revive. And that's the third kill on this guy. You could almost feel how little HP he had left. And that's the last of them, trying to steelball me. But there's no rest for the wicked as the other team is pushing up already. It sounds like there is yet another team sniping from far away. And maybe that's the solo. But I gotta take care of these guys first. I'm trying to determine where they are coming from. And I can hear one of them climbing up the ladder, which is to my right. Making him a very easy target for me because I have the high ground. Kind of risky because I didn't see the other guy out there, but it worked. Oof, that was a really nice toss. But I'm still alive and kicking. So my next objective is to cover this one guy that I just downed, because they will surely try to pick him up again. And here we go. So we have one of them on the left and one of them on the right. I think the right one has the necro. It's a good thing they already used all of their consumables, so they can't flash me out of the building. And I could just sit in here waiting for them to make a mistake. Strange sounds outside, which I can't really associate with anything I know in this game. And I should close the gate, but I don't want to give them the chance to revive. Both of them on the left side now, covering the exit. And I'm thinking I'm gonna take my chance looking for this guy, but I don't see him. And it's awfully quiet, which could mean they are necroing right now. You can hear them coming closer for some action again. And I'm trying to move as little as possible to not give away my position. I know. This playstyle might be cheesy for some, but this is my house and my bounty. If you wanna get it, you come in here and take it. One of them is thinking about it. It's a good idea with the lantern to block my line of sight to the body. But I can still see the bounty token. And that is the second team dead. So after taking a few seconds to process what just happened, keep in mind this is the first time I've gotten anywhere close to this many kills, not to mention as a solo, I start looting, farming some AI, checking if the coast is still clear, looting some more, give me back my trusty rival, looking for the first bodies, and then find out there are these guys I completely forgot about and are actually not a solo. But you know what, if I get more kills now, I'm going to set the bar too high for the next personal record. So I'm piecing out with 2 bounty tokens and 11 kills. And thinking back on the playstyle of the sniper team that I thought was a solo, the whole time it took me to get to the extract, they were neither following me nor picking up the leftover tokens. So I'm thinking I made a great choice not to stay and waste my day. Thanks for watching. Check out my first time soloing trios next.